you know, your life, your privacy, and everything you need actually being fed to a machine that would easily just give it away to anyone who asked for it. It just doesn't seem like a viable concept for privacy, for self assertion, for anything. And I don't know. I might not be the only person who feels that way. I might not be the only person who holds these concepts in respect. But also, I'd like to apologize because I just realized this. I didn't mean to like trip up my whole conversation monologue. It's the opposite of a conversation, but I realized that earlier today I had posted on the Patreon that it was supposed to be like an all day kind of event with streaming, but my equipment just did not work. My equipment had died. Thank you, Mercury retrograde, for that. My equipment had died several times. I wasn't able to use one of the pieces of hardware that I had because it was with someone else, and then I I wasn't able to like use an SD card that was also in said device. So everything just kind of wrapped up tonight, like where we are here with this podcast. So this is a double feature. It's going to be a bit longer as a podcast. You're going to see it in a neat little compact kind of like series thing of videos. In the YouTube section, it's a playlist, and I'm going to add it to the podcast, so you're going to see it as such. And you're just going to have like the date. I'm not even going to, I'm going to like label it with the numbers that it has, and then just leave the date so you know it's a consecutive stream. And as for live hardware, I'm gonna try and work on getting TikTok running on this dude right here, which is my netbook. But it's kind of TikTok Lite is probably the only hardware that, or not hardware, oh my gosh, software that would be running on this specifically, because it's just for this thing and its RAM capacity, it's actually not it's not terrible for a machine that is this size and runs on the chipsets that it does. It's pretty apt. It's pretty able to do things, but it's also running an Android x64 build, and this Android x64 build is compatible with, I'd say, like maybe a gig or two's worth of um, RAM, and because of this, while it can do stuff like that, it's not great for streaming. Like even phones have more effective processors for streaming, and I feel like this is one of the issues that I've been dealing with respects to hardware. And funding for hardware comes from lovely people like you. So if you're interested in funding my projects, you can always donate to my Cash App. You can donate to my PayPal. I have all of those links in the bios for each of my videos. So you would just click more under each of these YouTube videos and go through the list and find out what you need. I have the Patreon link there. I have the Cash App link there. The um, I have the PayPal link there. I have the Kissnet merch over there. I have the book order links there. I have everything that you could possibly need to basically just follow through with what it is that I put together, and you basically just be checking that out and seeing what it is that you appreciate about that, and buying some merch or donating or whatever. It's whatever you feel like doing. So this is like largely apart from my day jobs and whatever. This is what funds my projects, and this is how I basically make things work the way that they do. And like I, out of a lot of people who have been kind of like quietly hanging on my coattails and like not admitting it, um, it's one thing to do like the same thing as someone else, but it's a totally different thing to literally like follow someone around specifically to figure out what they're doing to copy it, and then like give them zero attention, zero credit. And it's kind of just like to be expected from some people, because they're like I always say this, like people are afraid of getting boring, and it's a viable fear, especially when you're making it seem like you're all that great. It's a viable fear to worry that you're not going to be as great as you appear. It's just like that fear isn't my problem, though. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know how to say that nicely, because I don't really feel like I have to be nice about it if I'm the one being stolen from. So that's kind of how I feel. I'm like fixing my bracelet over here because it keeps breaking. Silver is super delicate, and I was not sure if this would actually hold its place. I think it's so cool.